Alright, hi, TM5233032514NP. Operators Unit Direct Support Maintenance Manual with Repair Parts and Special Tools List, RPSTL, Trailer Medium Heavy Equipment Transport, MHET, 40-ton M870A3, NSN 2330014582061. Approved for public release, distribution, unlimited, headquarters, Department of Army, June 2004. Alright. For information on first aid, refer to the TM2111 warning. Compressed air used for cleaning and drying, purpose of clearing. Restrictions should never exceed 30 psi. Wearing protective clothing, Google goggles, shield, gloves, etc. Used for the caution to avoid injury. Personnel air under the 100 psi is used for the operation for the air brake system. Serious injury or death can result. Precautions is taken necessary if precautions are not taken. Warning, work safety, hearing protection is required for the personnel performing any function for the M870A13 primary mover. In use of the failure to do so could result in injury. Personnel with the M870A3 semi-trailer should also always have the wheels shocked with or without load during coupling or uncoupling primary move with when parked, with the failure not to shock the wheels will result in the injury or death of personnel. Before putting hand in the hand to the hub, hold the hand close to the hub. Check excessive heating, radiation. Hub may be hot, preventing the skin burns caused by the hot metal. Installing with a new brake air chamber to make sure that the cage prior to the installation failure to do so result in the serious injury as personal damage of the equipment. To avoid injury, personal damage of the equipment, make sure the brakes are caged in and prior to the performing the maintenance for the slack adjuster. Allow the jack stamp damage for the other field expedited. It means to support with the trailer with the removal of the tire wheel. Some serious injury can result with the jack fail if the trailer is not supported. Improper cleaning methods use the unauthorized cleaning liquids and solve with the can injury with the personal damage equipment to prevent the refer to the TM9247 for the further instructions. Unless otherwise specified, perform all lubrication preventive maintenance and checks with the trailer on level of the ground. Uncouple the brake set, and failures to foul with a warning may result in injury or death of personnel. Solvents can be burned easily and give off harmful vapors of the air and are harmful to the skin and clothing. To avoid injury or death, keep it away from the open fire as well as the well-ventilated area. And solvent gettings on skin clothing with immediate with the soap with the water. Do the dimension with the center of gravity. As some load, the procedure must be followed with the loading and unloading equipment to prevent damage of the equipment and to injury personnel. During slack adjuster maintenance, ensure the brake drums move freely with after completing step 4 with the brake backing off the adjusting screw for 3/4 turns, and brake drums should be moved freely. The failure to do so could result in damage to the equipment, serious injury to personnel. Warning, electrical system. Warn, troubleshooting electrical malfunction, performing the electrical maintenance, all with the disconnect the intravehicular electrical cable showing the towing of the vehicle, from towing the vehicle. Failure to do so may result in the injury due to death of the electrical shot. Removal of all the power trailer and making any of the repairs electrical system. Failure to do so may result in the serious injury of the death, although the battery ground cable must be connected in order to test for the electrical circuit voltage. Disconnect any battery ground cable with the primary movement before performing the resistant test or replacement part. This will prevent shock to personnel with the damage of the parts and the equipment. Do not touch the heat shrinkable tubing with at least 6 to 30 seconds after heating. Heat shrink tubing is hot and will burn you. Warning, coupling and uncoupling. All persons not involved with the coupling and uncoupling of the operation must stand clear of the primary move of the trailer to prevent serious injury. Never stand between the primary movement and the trailer when the primary movement is being backed up with the trailer. Serious injury and death may result. Do not climb on the trailer to operate hydraulic system control of the failure to do so could result in an injury to personnel. Use the step of tools that may be required. Trailer and primary mover may roll when brake is released to prevent injury and personal damage to the equipment. The driver must remain in the cab of the primary mover. Always ensure the trailer is coupled into the primary mover. All parking brakes are set. Failure to do so may result in serious injury or death. And if the welding trailer is bent, must be uncoupled from the primary mover. The failure to follow this warning may damage the electrical components. Warning, loading and unloading operation. All persons involved with the loading and unloading of the operation must stand clear of the primary mover of the trailer to prevent serious injury. Due to the dimension, center of gravity, some loads proper procedures must be followed with loading and unloading equipment to prevent damage, equipment and injury to personnel. Visibility for the primary mover is significantly reduced for the backing wherever the trailer is loaded, but not most procedure must be followed with extreme caution and leave the backing to prevent damage to the equipment, injury, personnel. Outriggers are only designed to stabilize payload. Payload must be fully supported with the trailer load bed. Supporting the payload on the outriggers may result in the equipment failure with the injury personnel. Improper loading and placement can can have the detrimental effect of the braking evasive maneuvers, handling characteristics of the tractor trailer or vehicle combination. It's extremely low speed with loading and unloading vehicles, especially tracked vehicles. High speed with exaggeration motions create hazardous conditions which could result in personal injury or damage of equipment. Chemical agent resistant coating, or CARC, paint and debris may be considered an environmental hazard during the removal of the consulting local procedure prior to the removal of the chemical agent resistant coating paint to ensure the compliance with the local laws. Warning: loading and unloading operating heavy equipment at extreme caution with a handling heavy parts lifting device required for the parts with a weighing of 50 pounds for the single person lift, or over 100 pounds for the two person lift, and 150 pounds for a three person or more lift. Keep clear of the heavy parts and in support of the lifting device. Failure to follow with the warning may cause death and injury to personnel, damage of the equipment. The warning: trailer operation. Keeping the brakes and release of the brakes of the van with the operation of the trailer braking system. When the brakes have been caged, the trailer should only move under the emergency circumstances, only with extreme caution and very low speed. The spring inside of the brake chamber under the high pressure does not loosen with the removing any of the nuts or bolt of the brake chamber, except for the gauging bolt. The associated hardware failure following the warning must be in serious injury. The brake chamber contains the spring under the pressure to prevent the personnel with the injury, death, never to work directly behind the brake chamber. The caging bolts not aging properly with the spring may be broken. Do not continue caging procedures. All air under the 80 to 82 psi is used with the operation air brake system. Serious injury or death could result in precautions that not be taken to maintain adequate air pressure. Warning: basic issue items, or the BI box. The BI box, basic issue items box lid is secured with a two pneumatic openers. Caution should be used while opening the basic issue items box. The failure to do so could result in injury of personnel. Basic issue items box removed with the replacement of the basic issue items require two personnel. Failure to do so can result in injury to personnel. Warning: spare tire assembly. If the spare tire is inoperable, the spare tire and its wheel required the two people to remove the spare tire with the carrier installed in on the carrier. Slide the spare from the tire from the carrier onto the carrier. The retain lifting of the spare tire into the position. Alternate source of available record cane, and failure to do so could result in injury to personnel. Warning: hazardous waste disposal. Servicing this vehicle, performing the maintenance, disposing of the materials such as lubricant or the paint. Consult with the unit local hazardous waste for the disposal center, safety officer, local regulatory guidance. If the information is needed, please contact the Army Environmental Hotline 1-800-872-3845. Or Technical Manual Technical Manual DM 5233-02325-14 NP, Headquarters Department, Army, Washington, D.C., 30th of June, 2004. Operators unit, the Director of Support Maintenance for the repair parts and special tools, and for the trailer medium heavy equipment transportation and 40-ton M87A3 NSN 23301 4582061. Reporting errors, recommendations, improvements, and table of contents. How to use this manual. Chapter 1, Introduction. Section 1, General Information. Section 2, Equipment Description and Data. Section 3, Principles of Operation. Chapter 2, Operation Instruction. Description of the use for the operative control indicators. Section 2, Operative Preventive Maintenance Check Services. 3, Operating condition under unusual conditions. Section 4, Operating under unusual conditions. Chapter 3, Operator Maintenance. Section 1, Lubricating Instructions. Section 2, Operating Troubleshooting Procedure. Section 3, Operator Maintenance. Section 4, Units of Maintenance, the repair parts, special tools, test measurement, the diagnostics, the equipment, and the support equipment. Section 2, Service upon receipt. Section 3, General Maintenance Instructions. Section 4, Unit Preventive Maintenance Check Services. Section 5, Unit Troubleshooting Procedure. Section 6, Electrical System Maintenance. Section 7, Brake System Maintenance. Section 8, Wheels, Hubs, and brake drum maintenance. Section 9, Gooseneck Hydraulic System Maintenance. Section 10, Body Maintenance. Section 11, Accessory Items of Maintenance. Section 12, Preparation for the storage and shipment. Chapter 5, Direct General Support Maintenance. Section 1, Axle Maintenance. Section 2, Brake Maintenance. Section 3, Wheel Tire Maintenance. Section 4, Gooseneck Hydraulic System Maintenance. A, References. B, Maintenance Allocation Chart. Introduction. Maintenance Allocation Chart. M870A3, Tools and Test Equipment Requirements. Remarks. Appendix C, Repair Parts Special Tool List. Section 1, Introduction. Section 2, List of Figures. Appendix B, Basic Issue List. Items List. Section 1, Introduction. Appendix E, Additional Authorization List. Appendix F, Expendable Durable Item List. Section G, Illustrative List of Manufacturer Items. Section 1, Introduction. Appendix H, Torque Limits. And Appendix I, Lubricating Instruction Index. Alright. How to use this manual. This manual is designed to help operate with the maintained M870A3 trailer medium heavy equipment transportation MHET 40-ton features with the manual. Table contents provided at the beginning of the manual. All the next paragraphs contained within the section found at the beginning of each of the section. Warning, caution, no subject for the heading. Other equipment information been highlighted in bold print. Visual aid. Warning. A warning indicates hazard of the result of the death and injury. Caution. A caution reminder. Safety practice. Direct attention. Use of the package will result in the damage to the equipment. Note and a statement containing the information that will make the procedure easier to perform. Statement to the words, particularly with the importance printed in the capital letters. Great emphasis. Instructions located with the illustration shall speak the task with the operated with the mechanic and the working is working. Dash leader with the illustration indicating the called out items that are not visible located within the structure. Dash leaders and line lubricating charts indicating lubrication is required with the both side. With the equipment technical instruction including metric units. In addition, standard use of metric conversion chart is provided on the inside back of the cover. Alphabetical index is provided at the end of the manual to assist in locating information not readily found in the table of contents. Follow the guidelines when you use this manual. Read through this manual and become familiar with the contents before attempting to operate and maintain the trailer. The warning summary to provide at the beginning of the manual should be before and attempting to operate and maintain the trailer. When chapter section heading the use to help the material to assist with quickly find the task and preliminary information found at the beginning of each task. After completing a task, always perform the following maintenance at the end of the task. Alright, this is the M87A3 right view and left view. Chapter 1 Introduction. Section 1 General Information.